Hey guys, so today I'm going to do a little bit of a haul video and I guess kind of March, April favorites kind of thing. But anyways, the first thing I got was the Makeup Forever Duo Matte Powder Foundation. So everybody talks about this. I feel like everyone has it and I always try to stay away from things that people hype up a lot because I feel like I'm just going to be disappointed because I usually am. And definitely was disappointed by this. I am a shade 203, which is a little bit tan, but I actually matched my body rather than my face because my face is a lot paler since I use sunscreen so much. And so this is what it looks like. A lot of people like it because there's like, oh, you know, it's really mattifying. I didn't find it to be mattifying at all. And I think the color selection's really bad. Like this one's a little bit too orange. 203 is definitely a little orange because I'm really yellow. And so yellow doesn't bother me, but it's orange. So it's just a really weird color. Generally speaking, they have a really good color selection. But I really don't think the color selection on this was very good. I don't know. Like their fluid foundation, they have really good color selection. But this one, not so much. So not a fan because it's not very mattifying. Oh, and also it looks super cakey. I feel like it almost always looks really cakey. It very rarely doesn't look cakey. You have to really load up on the moisturizer to make it not look too cakey. So the next thing I tried, it was actually sent to me by the Beautylish girls. Thank you, by the way. They sent me a t-shirt because I had said that I wanted a t-shirt and they snuck in a bunch of other things in there as well. So I tried the e.l.f. cream eyeliner and actually, you know what, I actually kind of like this. The texture is a lot like the Makeup Forever cream liner. It's not waterproof and, you know, I didn't really expect it to be because it doesn't claim to be. It actually stays better than MAC Fluid Line does. A lot of people love Fluid Line, I feel like, because it's like a staple gel black eyeliner, but Fluid Line definitely does not have the best staying power. So the e.l.f. one actually held up pretty good. I was really surprised, but you did have to go over the color a few times. It wasn't quite as pigmented. You had to go over it like twice or so. The only flaw I see in this product is, I don't know if you guys can tell, it's actually pulled and shriveled up inside. It's because the lid isn't very airtight, and so what happens is I think it kind of dried out a little bit. So that's kind of something to think about. Next thing I got was Hue lipstick, and this is a glaze. Really pretty nudie pink. It's what I'm wearing on my lips right now, if you're wondering, by the way. I actually got this with the Back to MAC program, so I got it for free. Ha! And in case you don't know what Back to MAC is MAC's recycling program. If you bring in any 6 empty containers, it could be used up eyeshadows, used up liquid liners, Fix Plus, any of those kind of cases, you know, blush, foundation, you'll actually get a brand new free eyeshadow, lip gloss, or lipstick. If you go to a counter though, you can only get a lipstick, but if you go to a freestanding store, you can get a lip gloss and an eyeshadow as well as a lipstick, whichever one you want. And so you just need 6 of their containers in. So this is what I got. The only thing that sucks now is I think what they did is before they used to just scribble out the back of the box with Sharpie so you couldn't resell it, and now they just don't even give you the box and they just write Back to MAC on the back. Which kind of makes me sad because I store all of my lipsticks like this upside down, and so it's like ugly just watching it like that. The next thing that I've been loving lately is Imju's Fiberwig. I probably didn't even say that right, but I got the extra long one. So the way that I wear this is I put on one coat of base coat. I still use Lancome's XL mascara base, just because, you know, it's my favorite mascara base. I haven't really found one that I really like. I've only ever tried like Shiseido's and Smashbox's. I didn't really like those. So I use that mascara base, and then I use the Fiberwig extra long. I put 3 coats on, but it's kind of a little bit tedious. You really have to let it be dry before you put on another coat. So, you know, it's kind of boring to wait for it. And then I use the Panasonic Heated Eyelash Curler. I learned all of this from Immoral, by the way, obviously. You know, it really does give you the look of like falsies. I really, really like it. But it's a little bit difficult to remove because I know they say just remove it with warm water. But, you know, unless I'm removing it in the shower, then I find it kind of hard to remove because then I have to hold the warm water to my eye. While you're removing your eye makeup, this actually doesn't come off with eye makeup remover. It only comes off with warm water, so that's kind of cool. And it really, really holds the curl, but you have to use it with a heated lash curler. It doesn't really work well with anything else. I'll probably do a video with just this and show you guys like the difference before and after. It's really cool. It really is like falsies in a tube. So next thing I want to talk about is my Rock & Republic Immoral blush. This is what it looks like. So in the pan, it looks really scary, right? It's super bright orange. But then if you tap it really lightly, it's this beautiful coral, really appropriate for summer cheeky color. I don't know, I love it. I think it's really, really pretty. It's this down here. It's so pretty. It actually looks better in real life, but it looks so scary in the pan. Obviously, you have to use it very sparingly, but if you do a light layer, it's just such a pretty blush, and I was kind of scared of it, but I really couldn't grab any other colors on the last Hautelook sale. By the way, there's going to be a Rock & Republic Hautelook sale tomorrow at 8 AM Pacific Standard Time, in case you're wondering. Generally speaking, everything's pretty cheap, especially since now I think they're actually kind of at the end of phasing out all the cosmetics. Rock & Republic was showing up on all these sample sale sites, but I think it's because, you know, they're almost just about done now, because if you've checked the last few sales, you know, their selection's been getting a lot smaller, especially with the blushes, which tend to go first. I'm pretty sure it's about the end of the blushes. I'm not sure if they'll have any more, but they are going to have eyeshadows for sure. So, there you guys go. So the next thing I got is actually very old. I got this on eBay. It was the Persona and Screen Vinyl Quad from a very long time ago, about 2 years ago. And this is what it looks like. It's not particularly amazing or special or anything, but for some reason I've always been completely in love with this gray color on top. And it looks kind of black, but it's actually this silvery blue gray. It's kind of like Night Divine, but not quite. And then they have this pretty white frosty highlight. I mean, it's not crazy special. I paid 3 times more than the original price was because, you know, these are back like $16, $18, whatever. And I paid $45 for it. So, you know, eBay, if you have something that you really love that was limited edition, my friend dropped this, by the way, if you're wondering why I rebought it, and it's bothered me ever since, and so I finally bought another one. But eBay is actually a really good place sometimes to find discontinued limited edition MAC items, but the only problem is you do run the risk of it being fake. You know, I've even seen fake limited edition MAC stuff. I saw a lot of fake Faffy stuff back when Faffy was going on, and a lot of fake Hello Kitty makeup too. So, you know, you just have to really be careful. You have to know what you want on eBay. You have to really, really know what it looks like, and, you know, be able to send it back if in case you do have any problems. So it's a little bit of a risk. The last thing that I got recently were some Frankie B jeans. So Frankie B's were my very first designer jean. Like I said, I love Frankie B's. They are a little bit low rise, so if you're not comfortable with that, then I definitely wouldn't suggest them. If you never tried on Frankie B's, I definitely wouldn't recommend buying them online, like on Hautelook or all those sales, because their sizing system is really, really different. It is about a whole entire size down. Like, I'm a 0, but I wear a 2 in Frankie B's. So you have to be really careful with this. You usually have to size at least a half size up. So I would definitely try these on in person first. But this is what they look like. I got these from Hautelook as well. I think it's around like $87, which is really good because I've paid like $240 for one of these brand new. That's the Frankie B logo. It's real now. If you are lacking in the derriere, you know, butt department, then you need to buy yourself some Frankie B's, because I promise you nothing will lift like how these lift, and they lift and they make it really cute and perky. So you should definitely try some on in case you've never tried them. But like I said, they are definitely quite a bit low rise, so if you're not comfortable with that, then don't try them because they're like very, very low. And the inseam is really long too. I mean, generally speaking, all designer jeans come with a very long inseam, so if you have, you know, very long legs, then you should try some designer jeans because they come super long. I usually have to cut off about 6 or so inches. I cut off about 6 inches. So that's it. I haven't been too crazy with the makeup shopping, I'm sorry, but I will talk to you guys later. Bye.